Good morning, everybody. It is Kathy Goughenour, expert VA, business coach, and trainer, here with another awesome expert VA who is allowing me to interview her today. And you guys, we have a special treat today because we have Julie Kristin Hardt, who is coming to us from Germany, I believe is where you are, right, Julie?
Yes, I'm in beautiful Munich, all the way in the Bavarian capital.
Wow, that is so awesome. And according to the clock in the background, what time is it there? 2?
Right now it's
3?
10 past 3.
10 past 3 in the afternoon?
Yes.
Okay, and it is 9, 10 past 9 a.m. here in beautiful Missouri. So, Julie, thank you so much for doing this interview with me. I really appreciate you taking the time to do this.
Thank you so much for the opportunity.
So, I want to start out by asking you, how long have you been a VA and why you decided to become a VA? So, just tell your story.
Okay, so I'm a VA for almost a year now. I really like that it's like flexible and that I can just like travel and I just have to bring my laptop and I need some internet connection and then I can just work from everywhere, and that was always kind of my dream. So I looked out for the opportunities and then I got one job after the other, and all of a sudden I realized I'm actually working as a VA. So yeah, that's my part of how I came to become a VA.
And how did you find Expert VA, and why did you decide to join our group, our Expert VA group?
A friend recommended Expert VA to me. She said that they're really awesome and I should check them out, and then I got a free consultation. And in a free consultation, I found that it's exactly what I need, like the guidance, where you have the audio lessons at the one hand, and also have a coach that is guiding you through all the lessons. Because when I book an online course, usually what happens is I book it and I get the welcome email, and then it's hidden somewhere in my email inbox. And with Expert VA, I really have a coach who's really holding me accountable. Like we have calls and she's sending emails and she's really checking in and saying like, so how are you doing today? And it's this whole community feeling that gives you also another edge, I believe. So it's something that I really experienced in the consultation already. So I decided to jump on board.
Yay! And you and I had the consultation together, and Julie, I was just so impressed with you immediately. Number one, you speak, I don't even know how many languages. You speak English better than I do. You write English better than I do. And you speak German, and I don't even know what else. So I was just blown away. And of course, you're beautiful and you have this amazing smile.
Oh, thank you so much.
And you guys, her personality is always like this. She's always upbeat, happy, smiling. And on top of it, she's got a super cute t-shirt on today. Will you show everybody your t-shirt, Julie?
Oh yeah, I have this cute little doggy that's wearing glasses. It's kind of my favorite shirt because I most of the time do tech stuff. So I'm a little bit of the tech nerd. And I usually, when I have presentations coming up, I have my glasses on. I have my glasses right here. So where I love to just like to really present myself as a tech nerd. I'm also good without the glasses and without the shirt. I know the tech stuff, but it kind of gives like the impression too.
That's right. You got the whole look going on, plus just the intelligence. And, you know, it is, I don't know about your culture where you live, but in the U.S., typically if you see a beautiful woman and she's happy and smiling, people may not think, oh, she's also really, really smart. And but the case is you are really, really smart and you're really good at what you do. So I think it's really smart of you to put the glasses on and go, hey, look at me. Yes, I am nerdy. I'm not just this beautiful model.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
good for
sometimes I
you.
get surprising texts. So like when I told my family what I programmed the last couple of weeks, and then they were like, oh, how did you learn to do such stuff? They were like really questioning, you know, sitting there like, you know me, I'm your sister, daughter, come on.
And that is a really good point. I think a lot of times it's hard for people who don't work as a VA to understand really what we do and how professional we really are.
Yeah, it's like the whole pajama thing kind of ruined it for us a little bit. I mean, I love to run around in a pajama the whole day. And then when somebody's calling me like, yes, I'm working, I may have a face mask and like I cannot make a video call right now maybe, but I'm still working. And I think it's a perfect combination because I can do my laundry during the day when I want to. I can clean up, but I can also sit down here for hours and just program, and I don't have to dress up. I don't have to put on makeup. I don't have to see what the code of conduct of my company says how I have to dress or something like that. That's something that really always bothered me. And I also have time for the beautiful things. I have a niece and I just want to spend time with her. I mean, she goes to bed at 8 p.m. and then I just go to work. So it's perfect to spend time with her and to really have time for the important things and to have this great, amazing job where I have like so many great people that I work with and just so many great experiences.
Oh, thank you for sharing that. You said that so beautifully. So let's talk about what you do. Who do you help? Because you said you have several clients. Give us some ideas also of where they're located in the world. Because since you're in Munich, Germany, a lot of people might think, well, she has to work with clients in Germany. So I think they'd be curious to hear, the type of clients you work with and where they're located.
Yeah. So one thing I have to say is like the location totally doesn't matter. My clients right now, one is actually living in Costa Rica, but he's traveling all the time. So he's one of the digital nomads. And at the moment he's in Austria, so that's like kind of close to me, but usually he's in Thailand, he has been to Malaysia, Australia, and we still stayed in contact and I worked for him. And the other one is in Washington, DC, all the way in the US. And it also works perfectly. And then I have some other clients sitting in the suburbs of Chicago, which is also in the US. And I have to say I have only one German VA that I support, where I'm a subcontractor, and that I support at the moment, where I have sometimes German clients, but most of the time I only have English clients. And also the times work much better for me because when I get up in the morning, I need my time. Being that bright, shine early, like your morning time, that means it's my afternoon. So I had breakfast, I could relax a little bit, I could wake up, I could take a shower. So actually the time difference works perfectly for me, and I can stay up until late at night. And most of the time my clients, they don't need me that much. It's most of the time it's independent. So I have work to do, and it does not matter if I do it from 2 to 3 in the morning or what time, it just needs to be done. So now to tell you what I'm doing. So most of the time I'm behind the scenes. So I support customer support from time to time when they have really difficult issues with any technical issues like login problems or a video is not playing or something like that. On the other hand, I also program complete websites and courses. I just did a membership course that is where the content is stage released. So you get the first module and then 4 weeks later you get the second module. and we set that all up, and it's live since yesterday. So everything worked out so far. So I hope that it will be also with the second module, but it looks good so far. And yeah, I love to have those technical challenges. Most of the time, the client comes to me and says like, "I want to have that solution. Can you make it work on my side?" And it's, I mean, you have tons of different instructions online, but to really see, okay, this is the system that my client uses, that is the system that he wants to add to it, like, how can I put it together? And that's where I come in and I check like, okay, what do we have here? What do we need here? And then I bring it together and present it to the client. So I am always behind the scenes. I'm usually never seen. I'm behind some Facebook Lives. So we did a Facebook Live the last couple weeks, and there was my client was presenting, and I was typing in the background. She had a document in there, and I was typing the solution. So everybody could see me typing, but nobody saw my face. So totally behind the scenes. So this is like really unusual to be seen. And overall, my clients are usually like coaches. One is for education consulting, and the other one is doing business consulting. So that's the main area that I work with.
So coaches and consultants, what a great area to be in.
Yes, it really is, to see all the successes that they reach with their clients. It's so rewarding, and it's really awesome when you worked on a product, and afterwards you see like how the people are presenting their results and their successes, and you're like, yeah, I was a part of that.
Oh, Julie, you just make this sound so amazing and so doable. So for those VAs who are out there, or people who are thinking about becoming a VA, and they're like, is this really possible? Can you really make a living doing this? What would you tell them?
Yes, you can. I think the main thing is the mindset. When I started at the beginning, I was like, yeah, let me test the waters. And I was doing translations, for 6 hours, and I got $50. And I was like, yeah, I can never make that work. I don't know what all the people are telling about that. So, but when I really stepped up and showed up, and I was like determined to really do that, then all of a sudden the people came back to me and were like, hey, we talked on the phone like 2 months ago, and I really wanted to work with you, but I didn't have the opportunity at that moment. And they came back to me. And that's when I was like, yeah, that's because I put myself out there and I said, yes, I want to do it. That's when I got all the opportunities. And also, of course, I have this great community, and I would everybody recommend to look for a community. They can bring out the best in you, and they can also look for great connections. It's I think it's critical to get the first client and to get running and to get into it. And then all of a sudden it becomes easy, and at one point you have to reject clients. But it's about making the first step and really showing up and saying like, yes, there is no other option. I'm putting everything behind this, and I'm focusing on that.
What great tips you're sharing there, Julie. Thank you so much for letting others know that it really is about mindset. So would you share your URL and how people can get in touch with you if they want to work with you?
Yeah, I have my URL is juliekristin.com. It's just simply my two first names. All together, no hyphens, nothing. It's just juliekristin.com. And there you have two options. You can either send me a direct message there. There's a form where you can send me a direct message. Or if you have a project already in mind, you can just schedule a time with me to have a consultation, and then we can talk face to face and see what you're up to.
That's wonderful. And I'm going to have you go in and put that link in the comment section too.
Yes, I will do that.
Right, thank you so much. Is there anything else that you want to share about what it's really like to work as a VA?
One thing I would like to share is which I've struggled with, is the family and the friends. One thing that is, even if you put your mindset onto it, you will, a lot of time, you will clash with your family and your friends. They will tell you, like, it's not a job, or you're not working because I can call you all the time. You're hanging around in your pajamas. You can pick up the kid when it's sick. So what are you doing, right? So that is really hard at the beginning, and it might never change because a lot of people are in corporate offices, in corporate businesses, and it's a new kind of lifestyle work for most of the people. They just don't know it. So it's really, really important to get a community that is supporting. And most of the time, the community already faced those struggles, and they can really help you out with that. So if you talk to someone right now and you're like, oh, I want to be a VA, and they look at you like, what? just join the community, and we know what you want to do, and we can really help you out.
That's a really good suggestion. And by the way, that is an ongoing problem. I've been working from my home since 2001, and right now we're in 2017. So that's 16 years. And still, every once in a while, I have to remind my husband that I'm really working.
Yeah,
because you know what he said? Yeah, he says, but I hear you laughing all the time.
You cannot have fun at work. Come on.
Exactly. So, well, Julie, thank you so much for taking the time to talk with us today. I really appreciate it.
Thank you very much. Thank you for the opportunity.
Bye.
Bye.